All right. We are at the SquareX booth. This is Sean Martin coming to you on location from RSA Conference. And I just had a great chat with Vivek, CEO and founder of SquareX, where we're talking all things web browser security, protecting the applications at the web browser layer. A place many organizations might think they're covered, but not quite covered all the time. And I'm here with two of the folks who flew all the way from Singapore to talk to the folks here in San Francisco. So maybe a quick introduction from each of you and your role at SquareX.
Yeah. Hi everybody, I'm Dakshitaa. I'm the product evangelist at SquareX.
Very good.
Hi everyone, I'm Shourya and I work as a principal software engineer at SquareX.
Nice one. So the builder and the storyteller.
Yes.
Here we are. All right, we're going to have some fun. So the first thing I want to ask you, because it's one thing to look at what technology means to an industry, and you can weave that into your answer here, but I want to understand what working on this, what working at SquareX means to you. So I'll start with you.
Yeah, sure. So I'm really privileged to be able to work at a company that is trying to make a difference in the industry, as compared to just trying to target like a small group of people. So I feel like the research that I do at work, or like whatever small means I'm contributing to, is actually it's actually making a difference in the larger space. And this space has been around for like 20-30 years, and has not seen so much innovation as much as SquareX is trying to bring into the space today. So it just feels really an honor to be part of this.
I love it. I love it. It feels good.
For me as well, it's a very interesting problem, and as an engineer, it's always great when you get problems who can be solved in a very interesting way. Building things have always been absolutely great at SquareX, because you also get to see them going out to the customers. You also try them out, get the feedback, and it feels very satisfying also coming here at our site today, where we are able to actually see the reactions of people, like how they're liking it. And it's quite interesting because we're also pushing the limits of browser itself, like sitting as a browser extension. We are trying to take the whole juice out of it, and trying to find as much data as we can, and make our attack graphs, the detection and everything as enriched as we can.
Yeah. And it's a cool way you look at it. When I was talking to Vivek, he said basically, if I describe it correctly, if I remember correctly, an AI generated image of the session or the browser that you then reverse engineer, probably a better way to say it, that AI generated image to understand what's going on and what's underneath.
Yeah.
I don't know, I presume you're working on some of this stuff. Can you describe it much better than me, please?
Sure. I mean, it's like, there are different ways a malicious file can basically reach your computer. And one of the ways people often do it is via images. Like they often hide it all inside an image. To a normal user, it might just look like a normal image, but it might have some hidden files inside. So the attack that you're referring to is kind of an attack where people hide these files within a file, also called as signography, and where those smaller components inside the file, inside the image in this case, come out. They come together and become a file.
Interesting. Interesting. So you mentioned earlier speaking to prospects and customers here. What are some of the things that you're hearing from them that they're concerned about that SquareX can help them with?
So, I mean, the first thing is that often it's a problem for people to get an overall picture of how exactly an attack happened within the organization. And having something like attack graph was something which was making it very interesting for them, because we were giving a very context-aware the whole journey of how an attack actually reached their employees. So that was something people were having a lot of interest on, and they were asking questions about it.
Yeah, I think the most interesting part for them was definitely like the fact that they didn't even know that this data was available to them, right? Because people have endpoint security solutions, people have secure web gateways and all of those, and they say, okay, we know that it detects to a certain amount, and that's the best we can do, and they're just okay with it because that's what every other provider is doing. And then now we're here to tell them that, hey, there's a gap in between. Did you know that there was a gap in between? And did you know that we can actually get the data for you? And that excites them. Most of them are like really thrilled by it. Some of them think like, okay, that's so obvious. How did I not even consider this before? That's like a common reaction that we get.
Yeah, it's easy to get stuck in a rut, and good enough doesn't have to be good enough.
Exactly.
Love it. Well, visibility from SquareX gives you the ability to take action at the web browser level. And I thank you both for joining us here at RSA Conference and making that journey, and hopefully it's a successful journey back home as well.
Thank you so much. Thanks for visiting our booth. Yes.
Thank you.